ice cold beer taste no good. This is Glug Light Spelt.
Glug Light Spelt is the only light beer that tastes like beer without as many calories as beer.
Sit-ups and lifting rocks, punching carbs right in the teeth.
When Glug Light Spelt bottles are empty, no beer comes out, so you know it's empty. Every time.
Wearing shorts, sweating a lot, hoping this will get Jenny back.
Glug Light Spelt comes in a bottle with its name on the label, so you don't get confused or give it to a baby.
Rock hard abs and glistening pecs, drinking beer while exercising, getting tipsy, massive chafing, no pain, no gain, be a cool tattoo. Get dehydrated, don't take breaks. Water shows the babes your weakness. Must get babes to make Jenny jealous. Jenny must know you're doing alright.
Glug Light Spelt.
Glug Light!
Hey kids, are your parents out of the room? Yeah! Good, because I want to talk to you about CandyForGold.com. At CandyForGold.com, we take all your parents' boring old gold and jewelry and send you back bags of delicious candy. But listen, we can't send you the candy unless you send us the gold. So here's what I need you to do. Wait till your mommy and daddy leave the house, sneak into their bedroom, and look through all their drawers. Oh. If you see anything made of shiny gold, just grab it. It doesn't even have to be made of gold, just as long as it's shiny. The next part's easy. Just put it all into a properly sealed and stamped box or envelope and mail it to CandyForGold.com. And whatever you do, don't tell your parents. As long as it's They're busy. They don't want to know anything about this. I'm serious. Keep your mouth shut. That's CandyForGold.com. Shh. It's our little secret.
Okay, come on. You can do this. You need this job. Just turn your brain off and keep going. Is my mic on?
Tina, I don't know how to say this, but we're not going to be celebrating you on Secretary's Day. I try.
Hey, Carol, could you not sit on top of my desk? Because I end up just looking at your body.
Okay, we are on.
Okay, everybody, if you're not sure what to do right now, maybe just fiddle with some knobs, try to look busy.
Just some fucking baby carrots, bro.
Whoa, but they look like big carrots, only way fucking smaller.
That's just fucking it. I don't have time to fucking eat an adult fucking carrot, but with baby carrots, I can pop one in and be on my way.
No fucking way.
Baby carrots. They're so fucking tiny.
Come on down to Barbecue Street all week for some great deals on food and fixins'. Mondays, it's 25% off Buffalo Blasted Chicken Wings. Tuesdays, it's 50% off whatever Buffalo Blasted Chicken Wings are left over from Monday. Wednesday, we've got 10% off our famous dry spice ribs.
Where's that?
Cookie, that first breathalyzer was inconclusive. You're going to have to take another one.
Okay, listen to me. I'm gonna need a jug of beet juice, some WD-40, and a bag of peat moss. Stat.
If we could clear all the children from the set, we're about ready to start. Clear all the children.
Not all the people in this office have watched. Okay, we're on.
Cookie, we looked it up, and implausible with an L is not a word.
That's implausible. Look it up a Glenn.
If we could get all the dancers to set, all of the dancers. Thank you.
I hope those cupcakes were fair game. They were delicious, the ones sitting in the break room.
Did you eat them all?
I just had a couple.
How many?
I don't know if I was counting. 6.
Hello? Is this thing on? I can't hear myself. I don't think it's working.
If I could have everybody who thinks they're doing a good job just do better because you're not, okay?
You guys think I'm in this?
No, I don't think it works. It's not projected.
We are good to go.
Okay, Cookie, we think we have the scorpion problem under control.
Finally, I can put my shoes back on. Ow, my God!
Well, that's the thing. There was gluten in all of the donuts I brought in this morning. So if she's so allergic to it, why isn't she dead now?
Marcus to set. Marcus, you are 17 minutes late for your call. Marcus to set.
This is You Don't Know Jack 2015. I'm your host, Cookie Masterson. And hey, wipe that smile off your face. This is serious. Okay, just kidding. There will be farts and stuff. Don't let me catch you four sitting in a circle giving each other back rubs, okay? There's your hardware. You can force another player to answer immediately by hitting your screw button. If they miss it, you win extra bonus dollars. And our wrong answer of the game is sponsored by
the San Francisco Otter Choir. Free concerts every Wednesday, except for mating season.
If you happen to find our sponsor's wrong answer of the game, you'll be rewarded with big prizes and cash. Okay, let's get this show on the road.
Get ready, time for question.
Kicking things off, Bootyful. Let's analyze one of Kim Kardashian's body parts. About what percentage of Kim Kardashian's brain is just made up of water? 10%, 40%, 80%, or 100%? Watch the time. Player 2, what were you thinking there? Player 3, what are you implying exactly? Player 1, Kim Kardashian's brain, and everybody else's brain for that matter, is made up of about 80% water. But that other 20% is just so round and firm, I can't stop thinking about it. Take a stab at. His acting is alright. So, you know how they called Matthew McConaughey's resurgence as an actor his McConaissance? Well,
who's this?
If Matthew McConaughey is currently experiencing a McConaissance, then what period of his life just ended? The McCona Dark Ages, the McCona Industrial Age, the McCona Middle Ages, or the McCona Enlightenment Age? Time's almost up. Sucks to be you. Player 2. All wrong. Ready for this? The Renaissance first occurred in Italy in the late 14th century, immediately following the Middle Ages. So the McConaissance would follow the McCona Middle Ages. Which is funny because most Renaissance sculptures also need to put on a damn shirt.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
Open wide for... Brought to you by the letter U-nibrow.
It's the put the choices into order, then buzz in and see if you are right. Question.
And if you get this one right, I'll rustle up some extra moolah for you.
Arrange these Sesame Street characters in order of fewest to most eyebrows. Bert, Ernie, the Count. Ernie, Bert, the Count. Bert, Ernie, the Count. The Count, Bert, Ernie, or Ernie, the Count, Bert. Watch your time. Player 2, get out of here. Seriously, get out of here. Player 3, the Count would be so disappointed. Players 1 and 4, Ernie has no eyebrows at all, Bert has one long single eyebrow, and the Count has two eyebrows! You each just earned yourselves an extra $1,000 for that one. And yet, none of them have ever blinked. This one's known as Duck, Duck, Swan. Say the cast of Duck Dynasty attends a performance of Swan Lake and thinks there are real waterfowl on stage. In their confusion, which character would they most likely shoot? Siegfried, Benno, Von Rothbart, or Player 3, who gets your screw?
What?
You can't just leave your screw hanging out in the breeze like that.
Oh my!
Let's try to forget that ever happened.
Gino.
Player 2, cue the swan song. Player 1, Odette is a princess who has been turned into a swan, so the Duck Dynasty crew would probably fill her full of lead. Especially if they find out she once fooled around with a lady swan in college.
You press.
May I introduce the man in the backwards yellow hat? And it's a dis or dat.
It's Bob the Builder.
Player 2, your score's looking a little thin. You take this one and try and fatten it up. I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one you tell me if it's an alleged antic by pop star Justin Bieber, or an antic by the classic children's book character Curious George. If it's Justin Bieber, press the X button. If it's Curious George, press the B button. Now, the rest of you need to hear this. Make your selections before Player 2, because if Player 2 gets it wrong, everyone who got it right will split the winnings. Cool, let's do it. Peed in a mop bucket.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. I'm pretty sure he did.
Arrested for falsely reporting a fire. Egged a house. Got high on... Forget George. I'm curious how someone could do this badly.
Oh my god. I'm still killing it.
I think we can all agree that it's time for that little bastard to get deported. And then it's your turn, Bieber. That's the end of round 1. And Player 1 is ahead. But don't go spending that money just yet. Remember, in round 2, every question is worth double. And don't forget, our wrong answer of the game is still out there waiting to be picked. All right, you ready? Too bad. This one's called Dumber and Dumberer 2. So there's Dumb and Dumber, and then there was Dumb and Dumberer, and then Dumb and Dumber 2. Makes perfect sense. Now, going back a few decades, there was The Odd Couple and The Odd Couple 2. So, If another remake of The Odd Couple used the superlative adjective, it would be called the blank couple. Odd, odder, oddest, or odderist. Not much time left.
What happened to this?
Players 1 and 3. And that's just the dumberest answer I ever heard. Player 4. Odd is the adjective, odder is the comparative adjective, and oddest is the superlative adjective. But of course, everyone who made the original Odd Couple movies is dead, which means it's the perfect time for Rob Schneider to swoop in and revitalize the franchise. Player 2. No, but speaking of otter, get it? You've just won the greatest hits of the San Francisco Otter Choir. Hailed as one of the top 3 otter choirs in the world, the San Francisco Otter Choir will astound you with their covers of Little Red Corvette and The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Today's wrong answer of the game gets you another 8,000 on top of your current score. Oh, sweet.
Question 7. Get up and shake your funky bang.
Take a good look at. Let it go, let it go, let it go. At which temperature would Olaf from the movie Frozen melt and die? 30 degrees Kelvin, 30 degrees Fahrenheit, 30 degrees Celsius, or 30 degrees Rankine? He's a snowman. Watch the clock.
Not sure. We'll see.
Player 1. Hey, way to be wrong. Player 2. You may not know how temperatures work. Next time, try this. 30 degrees is below freezing in Fahrenheit and insanely below freezing in Kelvin and Rankine. But it's pretty balmy in Celsius, about the equivalent of 86 degrees Fahrenheit. And I know, blah, 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 he could magically be saved, but I'm talking about what would happen in the real world to a talking snowman.
Follow me down to the sea.
Here's a good one. Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus?
Huh?
Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus?
I'm so confused.
First spotted in 1879. Kangaroo, Peanuts, Albert Einstein, or Uranus? Player 3, come on! Players 1, 2, and 4. That answer has a hole in it. One right answer coming up. Albert Einstein was first spotted in 1879, the year he was born. Probably by a midwife or something, over a century after Uranus was discovered and even longer after kangaroos and peanuts. I've heard baby Einstein cried a lot because he left behind some important equations on the uterine wall. Try this on for size. Wine or lose? If the Washington Redskins rebranded themselves with a non-offensive red-skinned mascot, what could they be called? The Washington Chardonnays, the Washington Malbecs, the Washington Pinot Blancs, or the Washington Rieslings? Time is short.
What happened?
Player 1. Oh, the humanity! Players 2 and 3. This isn't going to go with dinner at all. It was begging to be picked. Chardonnays, Pinot Blancs, and Rieslings are all white-skinned grapes, but the Malbec grape is red. Although to a connoisseur like myself, Malbec is very offensive. Oh yes, I do say that was quite a burn. Say hello to... I want to lick and roll all night. If Kiss singer Gene Simmons' tongue grew to the average length of an adult giraffe's, how deep into a woman's mouth could he stick it when he kissed her? About 5 inches deep, about 10 inches... Player 2, who gets the screw? If you're gonna threaten to screw someone, you gotta act on it. We'll try not to let that ruin the rest of the game. Player 3? I think at that point it would practically be coming out the other end. Player 1. An adult giraffe's tongue is on average about 18 to 20 inches long. So that's about how deep into a woman's mouth a giraffe-tongued Gene Simmons could stick it. And if Gene Simmons' neck grew to the length of an adult giraffe's, he may not even need women anymore. Welcome to the attack. When you see 2 clues that match, press your A button. $2,000 if you're right. But if you're wrong, you lose $2,000. I'm sorry, was I talking too much? Fine, here's your clue. Your house is made of what?
What?
What materials are their houses made from? Good luck.
I'm so confused. Yes! Yeah, I have it because I'm gonna reach.
Player 4's on top!
I did.
Hey, Player 4, you know what it's like to win a game with a negative score? It's like making out with your cousin. Your cousin has been dead for 6 months, and all your other relatives are standing around you, pointing at you in shock and horror, screaming, "You don't know Jack!"
You know, I didn't know what was going on in that part. Yeah, let's do episode... Yeah, let's do this again.
We're set.
Has anyone seen Nate Shapiro? He hasn't come into the office in, like, 15 years.
Hi, I'm Mike Builder, General Manager of Jackbox Games. We've been hard at work coming up with new ways that you and your friends and family can play You Don't Know Jack. Don't have a lot of game controllers?
Yeah, this is
not a problem,
fun.
because you can play this very game using your phone or tablet as a controller. But that's just the beginning. In the coming years, it's my hope that instead of using a regular controller, you'll be able to play our games using a regular TV remote, a calculator, a block of wood with buttons crudely... I am Cookie Masterson, and I shaved my nipples for this, so let's hurry before it grows back. Like, we need to get moving now.
I'm sorry.
Table for 4, right this way. Everybody's got their screws. If you think another player is clueless, screw them and make them answer immediately. If they miss it, you win extra cash. And your wrong answer of the game is being sponsored by...
Flavored eye drops. Why let your mouth have all the fun? Flavored eye drops.
Pick the wrong answer associated with our sponsor to win a fabulous prize and big cash. Okay, no turning back. First on the docket, Eat, Pray, Die. Which of these Julia Roberts characters would Jack the Ripper have been most likely to savagely murder? Erin Brockovich, Vivian Ward, Tess Ocean, or Liz Gilbert? Player 4, you there? Player 1. Could be worse, you know, in theory. Players 2 and 3. Vivian Ward is the name of the prostitute Julia Roberts plays in Pretty Woman, and almost all of serial killer Jack the Ripper's alleged victims were female prostitutes, so he'd probably have just loved to murder her.
Well,
I can see it now. He'd open the box with his knife in it. She'd reach in and he'd playfully shut it, snapping her fingers. She'd laugh, he'd laugh, then he'd kill her. I call this one, If I Only Had a Brain Trust. Suppose the Scarecrow from The Wizard of Oz faced off against the Wicked Witch of the West in a public debate. If he wanted to use a straw man argument against her, what might he do? Attack the Wicked Witch's character rather than the issues, misrepresent the Wicked Witch's position on the issues, prove the Wicked Witch wrong using statistical data, or interrupt the Wicked Witch before she finishes her points. Hello? Player 1. Hey, remember when the Scarecrow says the sum of the square roots of any two sides of an isosceles triangle is equal to the square root of the remaining side? Yeah, he was actually wrong. So you guys have that in common. Player 3. A straw man argument purposefully misrepresents an opponent's position in order to strike it down. Here's how I would debate the Wicked Witch. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the two candidates you see here tonight is a Wicked Witch. Thank you, I yield the rest of my time.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
And now, getting naughty. And this dis or dat leg's being tied up. Player 1. Your score is pretty lame. Why don't you play this one?
Thank you.
I'm going to read off 7 names, and for each one, you tell me if it's the name of a necktie knot or the name of a sex position recommended by Women's Health magazine. If it's a necktie knot, press the X button. If it's a sex position, press the B button. Now, the rest of you listen up. Try to pick an answer before Player 1. If Player 1 gets it wrong, I'll split that cash among everyone else who got it right. Okay, let's move. The Half Windsor. The Valedictorian. The Prince Albert. The Trinity. The Caboose. The Chairman. The four in hand. It appears your score likes to be on bottom.
Oh, shut up. Shut up.
My usual sex position is also the way I usually tie a tie, alone in front of a mirror. Here we have Shop Till Everyone Drops. Say at Christmas time, every single item at your local mall sells out. According to a popular Grimm fairy tale, which of these stores has the best chance to be magically stocked overnight by hardworking elves? Foot Locker, Radio Shack, Victoria's Secret, or Lens Crafters? Player 4, get in the game! Player 1. Huh?
What?
Players 2 and 3. In the Grimm fairy tale, The Elves and the Cobbler, a poor shoemaker is given some much-needed help by elves who appear in the middle of the night. And while the shoemaker made a nice profit, the elves were trampled to death on Black Friday. Let's try Okia Dokia. If you're driving between company headquarters, which trip should be the shortest? Player 2, who's gonna get that screw?
I swear, if I'm picked, if I'm freaking picked.
You yanked out your screw, you got us all excited, and then you just sat there. Lame.
Okay.
Okay, can we try this again, please?
You know what? What do I have to fix that one?
Player 1. Any last words? Too late. Player 3.
Me off.
Nokia. No Kia. It's so obvious.
Oh my God.
Nokia is based in Finland, and IKEA is based right next door in Sweden. Kia is based in South Korea. Whether it's phones, furniture, or cars, if it's got Kia in the name, you know it's gonna be cheap. I mean inexpensive. Inexpensive! Round 1 is complete, and player 3 is at the front of the class. Who knows what might happen? Don't forget, all the questions in round 2 are worth double. And don't forget about your screws. You want to win, don't you? Next up, Muscle Milk was a bad choice. Say the news team from the Anchorman films decides to run a relay race against a rival news team. If Ron Burgundy is his team's anchor, when will he run? Before Brick, Brian, and Champ? After Brick and Brian, but before Champ? Player 1, who are you gonna Player 3, you're getting screwed. You got 5 seconds. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this. That's how you screw Player 1.
Oh no. You guys are gonna be.
Let's see if you can make this really hurt.
It works with me.
Players 1 and 2. In a relay race, the anchor, usually the fastest runner, goes last. And they would probably promote the race so incessantly that by the time it actually took place, you wouldn't be that interested in seeing it anymore.
Question 7. Get up and shake your funky thing.
Next. Guess who's Dak? Dak again. You know, I'm not an optimist, but I have to say, I feel like things have been going pretty well with the game so far.
Son Daddy forgot about me.
Oh no, my old ventriloquist puppet, Billy O'Brien.
One's made of skin, one's made of wood, so who's the dummy?
Not me.
Billy, the whole creative team here decided to not include you in this game because you're too much of a troublemaker.
Troublemaker? Me? No, I just got back from traveling the world, studying all the profound teachings of titular world spiritual leaders. For instance, which titular religious group was founded by someone with the last name of Smith? Protestants, Episcopalians, Trustitarians, or Nornuns?
Player 4, how about it? Players 2 and 3.
And you've been excommunicated.
Player 1. The Mormon religion was founded in the 1800s by Joseph Smith.
In America.
Yay! So, which was your favorite religion you studied?
Well, I particularly like the ones that preach about reincarnation. Someday, I hope to come back as a beautiful coffee table.
Follow me down to the sea.
I'm not hacking, you know, I'm just
Coming up next, Orcas 11. Say I wanted to go around freeing the killer whales from every SeaWorld location in the world. How many separate rescue missions would I need to go on? 3 rescue missions, 4 rescue missions, 5 rescue missions, or 6 rescue missions? Player 4, time's running out. Player 1. Congratulations, Knot. Players 2 and 3. Did you pick this on purpose? Correct answer. Show yourself. There are 3 SeaWorlds, one in San Diego, one in San Antonio, and one in Orlando. So you would need to go on 3 separate rescue missions. Well, that sounds like a lot of traveling. Maybe I'll just pay that kid from Free Willy to do it. Something tells me he could use the cash. And on its way, Kangaroo, Peanuts, Albert Einstein, or Uranus?
Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
The name of Jeff Dunham's purple-skinned puppet. Kangaroo, Peanuts, Albert Einstein, or Uranus? Player 4, time's almost up.
Okay, everyone knows this.
Players 1, 2, and 3. His name is Peanut. I have to admit, people who talk through ventriloquist puppets kind of creep me out.
That you talk through me.
Quiet, Billy. Stop trying to get me to kill people.
Oh, now you're creeping me out, man.
Yeah, Peanut.
Here's one for you. The midnight run to the bathroom. According to Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, how would Paul Revere secretly signal to you that he has to pee in the sea? I have to do a number 1 in a 1. I have to do a number 1 in a 2. I have to do a number 1 in a 3. Or, I have to do a number 2 in a 1. Time's running out. Player 1.
What?
Players 2 and 3.
Why was
According to Henry Wadsworth Longfellow's poem, Paul Revere's Ride, Paul's signal for the British was 1 if by land, 2 if by sea. And as we all know, a number 1 is a P. And Americans would have known about the British sooner if he hadn't stopped for a number 4. You don't even want to know what that is.
Number 4. Uh-oh. Here we go.
Step right up to the jack attack. Ah, I see you don't need me for anything. It's all yours. This plus this equals that. What new thing do these combine to make? Good luck.
What the hell is that? Really? Oh, come on. Oh, come on! No! Come on, Captain America. Whoever bad was are awesome.
Player 4's got it!
And they didn't even fight.
Player 4, please don't go around bragging about your win, okay? You ended up with 0. You did as well as if you'd spent the entire game in a coma. Wait, Player 4's lips are moving. I can barely make out the words.
Yeah, you
don't know Jack.
What's even playing?
Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson, and whenever I see an attractive woman, I make this sound. I bet the 4 of you had this day marked on your calendars for months now. Handle those screws carefully. If you think an opponent doesn't know the answer, hit your screw button, and you'll force them to answer immediately. If they miss it, you win big. And our wrong answer of the game is brought to you by...
Slightly used balloons. The more these balloons deflate, the more your wallet inflates.
Find the wrong answer associated with our sponsor to get yourself some sweet prizes and bonus cash. All right, here goes nothing.
Get ready, time for question. 1.
Right off the bat, Mexican-do attitude. What dish could Porky Pig order at a Mexican restaurant without committing cannibalism? All right, player 2, let me know who's getting screwed. If you're gonna whip it out, you gotta stick it in faster than that, my friend. Can we leave this tragedy behind us, please? Player 3? This is a pork dish. Did you not understand the question? Did I stutter? No, that's right, I did. Player 1. Ceviche is fish. Great idea. Give spicy Mexican food to someone who doesn't wear pants. next, Mart TV, and it's a dis or dat. Player 2, your score stinks at the moment, so this one's all for you. I'm going to read off 7 names, and for each one, tell me if it's a sales department on Walmart.com, an MTV show, or both. If it's a Walmart department, press the X button. If it's on MTV, press the B button. And if you think it's both, press A. Now, the rest of you should listen carefully. Lock in your answers before Player 2 does, and if Player 2 gets it wrong, I'll split that cash among everyone who got it right. We good? Here we go. Bags.
Oh wait, why did I press that? Why did I press that?
You're a tool. Walmart doesn't have a jackass department, though, officially.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
I don't know why, but
Fuck her up for. Just want to check in. Hey, how do you feel? With the pharynx, with the thoracic cavity, with the pulmonary veins, or with the thalamus? Player 4, get in the game! Player 1. Player 3. Player 2. Located just above the brainstem, the thalamus acts as the relay station, sending information like pain to the brain. That's fine, don't ask me how I'm feeling. I asked you how you feel, but whatever. Sure, it's also with my thalamus, but it's just common decency to reciprocate. It's time for Whom the Dinner Bell Tolls. Ooh, it's almost time for my dinner. Better have this fortune cookie first, as prescribed by my doctor.
Cookie, fortune cookie necessary.
Not bad. Let's see what my fortune says. Laughter is the best medicine. If that's true, which character from the nursery rhyme Hey Diddle Diddle is the healthiest? The cat, the little dog, the cow, or the spoon?
Oh, I'm just gonna guess.
Player 4, you there?
Watch out with this one again.
Player 2, sweet dreams. Player 1, I think you know it's coming. Player 3, in the Mother Goose nursery rhyme, Hey Diddle Diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the little dog is the one that laughs at all the crazy stuff going on. This was pre-YouTube, you understand, so if somebody told you a dog laughed, you just had to take them at their word. Coming up, I've had intimate thoughts about Adam. Which of these people is B.I. curious? Someone interested in sexually experimenting with barium? Someone looking to explore with bromine? Someone flirting with beryllium? Or someone fantasizing about bismuth?
I'm not cheating for fun. I'm not just,
Time's a-wasting.
Or about 1 second.
Player 2. Players 1 and 3. Ooh, ouch. Here's what you meant to pick. The chemical symbol for bismuth is Bi. But as a society, we shouldn't put labels on things like this, except chemicals. You should label chemicals so so you don't blow yourself up. Unless that's what you're into. Look, I don't know, man. That about does it for round 1. And player 4 is out front. But there's more trivia to come. Keep in mind, all the prizes are doubled in round 2. And keep in mind, big cash prizes can be yours if you find the wrong answer of the game. Let's keep going.
Save him.
Here's one I like to call Spit Up or Shut Up.
Well, that's just rude.
If Lady Gaga changed her name to the most common first word spoken by babies, what would she be called? Lady No, Lady Dada, Lady Cat, or Lady Mama?
Lady Dada.
Watch your clock. Player 2. Player 3. Player 1. According to a poll performed by YouGov, Dada or Daddy was by far the most popular first word spoken by babies, beating out Mama or Mommy by a considerable margin. Lady Dada is a good name, right? Please just say yes, because that's the name of the screenplay I wrote for Adam Sandler.
Question 7. Get up and shake your funky bang.
This one's called Childhood Murmuries. It looks like we have a sort of treat today. My good acquaintance, old man, somehow found his way into the studio again. How's it going, old man?
Terrible, Mr. Shapiro.
Yeah, it's Mr. Masterson, actually.
Since when?
Since birth.
I know we're on Earth. Anywho, I need your help remembering something.
What's that thing? Who's that fella? Where's that screwly up doodly doo? It's Foggy Facts with Old Man.
Screwly up doo? I forget.
What, that's the old man? He's a freaking.
So, what is it you're trying to remember, old man?
Well, it's something I used to do when I was just a lad.
Huh.
Not sure the history books go back that far, but I'll see if I can help. Why don't you describe it to me?
Sure thing, Nate. It's a game. British kids like to play it, I think. You get 3 strikes per turn, and seeds are involved somehow. What is that game?
Let's see.
Would it be Conkers, Queenie Queenie, Marbles, or 5 Stones? Time's almost up. Players 2 and 3.
Marbles? I think you lost yours.
Player 1. Are you thinking of Conkers, old man?
Hey, Conkers, yeah! That's an old British kids game I used to play. Each player has one of these seeds called a conker, and they take turns whacking at them. 3 whacks per turn. Boy, is that fun.
It's hard to imagine you as a little kid, old man.
Well, I look pretty much the same, minus the liver spots. Didn't start growing those till my early 20s.
Mm-hmm. And when did you start smelling like liver?
That depends. When was liver invented?
Follow me down to the sea.
You know what, you guys? You know what, Dino?
Here's one for you. All rise for the Honorable Dinwoody Fudnuddler. If trees brought a class action lawsuit against lumberjacks, which Dr. Seuss character would they most likely hire as their legal counsel? The Cat in the Hat, the Grinch, Pop, or the Lorax?
Yeah, Dino. Enjoy it.
Time's a-wasted. Players 1, 2, and 3. The Lorax speaks for the trees. And in a lawsuit, the legal counsel speaks for its client, in this case, the trees. It makes sense the Lorax would be a lawyer. He always sues. Let's try. There's a question in my pants, and you're all invited.
Just to put the choices into order, then buzz in and see if you are right.
As usual, if you get this correct, there's a little extra in it for you. Speaking of extra, put these underwear styles in order from least butt cheek revealing to most butt cheek revealing. Thong, bikini, tanga. Bikini, tanga, thong, bikini, thong, bikini, tanga, or tanga, bikini, thong. Not much time left. Players 2 and 3, let this be a lesson to you. Player 1. Excuse me. Let me show you something. Bikini-style underwear cover the butt cheeks more than Tonga-style, and Tonga-style cover more than thong, which leave your butt cheeks pretty much all out there. Or really, any style that doesn't expose my vestigial tail works fine for me. It's time for Feeling Fines. I love that actor from Schindler's List and The English Patient. You know, the one who plays Voldemort. But I'm never certain if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. What's the proper way to say that Mr. Fines has to throw up? Ralph has to Ralph, Reef has to Ralph, Rolf has to Ralph, or Rafe has to Ralph? Time is short. Player 1. I would know how to pronounce it if it was that easy. Player 2. Yep, Rafe Fiennes' first name is spelled like Ralph, but pronounced Rafe. And his brother Joseph Fiennes is pronounced Joseph, but it's spelled Lessfamous. It's a weird British thing. Brace yourself for the... you already know the rules. Off you go. I love you like a legal guardian. I hope you know who adopted or just took care of whom. Player 4 is our winner! Player therefore, please don't go around bragging about your win, okay? You ended up with 0. You did as well as if you'd spent the entire game in a coma. Wait, player 4's lips are moving. I can barely make out the words.
You don't know Jack!
Introducing your face's new best friend. Say goodbye to dry skin and wrinkles.
Bye.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Say hello to healthy, radiant, beautiful skin.
Well, hello there.
Oh, hey, hi. Because you're never too old to look 10 years younger.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. All new Virgin Blood face mask.
I can feel it working already.
No.
Okay, we're on.
Attention, there are flowers. Flowers have been delivered from a prisoner. So if anyone's expecting flowers from a prisoner, they're at the front desk. Thank you.
Okay, and we are frosting the cake, and we want it to sound delicious and go. People have, it's very clear. Certain people, to me, it's a mystery. Like Ellen. What her butt looks like? Well, it doesn't look good.
We are dangerously close to overtime, everybody. Let's get this last shot, please, and break for lunch.
And now, relax into downward dog.
Oh, what's wrong, Susan? Is this yoga class too hard?
No, I had a burrito for lunch and I'm feeling gassy.
Honey, this is Sweet Relief Yoga Studio. We don't hold anything back.
Now, swing your foot into Warrior 2.
Whoa, did she just?
Uh-huh.
And that's okay?
Does that answer your question?
Hi, I'm Carol Cutter, and here at Sweet Relief Yoga Studio, we believe letting go leads to true health.
Hold on, I'm gagging. True health. True health is what I was going to say.
Hi, I'm John Taylor, and starting today, get a free suit at John Taylor's Suit Emporium.
Wow, how do I get a free suit?
Just buy 2 suits and get a free suit upon purchase of your 3rd suit.
So I buy 3 suits and I get 1 free?
Yes, purchase that 3rd suit, and one of your previously purchased suits becomes free.
So I buy 2 suits, purchase 1 more suit, and then my first suit is free?
No, the 3rd suit is free, and the first 2 suits are full price, but buy 1 more suit and it's free.
But I'm paying for 3 suits.
And come in between 2 and 4 and get 50% off a 4th suit once you purchase your 5th and 7th suits, 2 of which are free.
So I buy 7 suits?
No, you pay for the 1st, 2nd, 5th, and 7th suits.
And the 4th is half off?
Only after the 6th suit, which can't be the same as the 1st or 3rd, and must be of equal or lesser value to your 9th suit.
So I come in at $245, buy 2 suits, and get a 3rd free after taking half off a 4th, once I've selected a 5th and 6th, which can't match my 1st and 3rd, none of which can be more than my 9th suit?
Exactly. That's why we call it the purchase 2 plus a 4th half off, 5th, 7th, select a 6th, that's a 3rd less than the 9th free suit extravaganza. Start saving today!
Cookie, no, we didn't install a urinal in the studio, so we're going to send someone in to clean that up.
And not my problem. Intern, I need some help with my zipper.
I just showered, but I still smell kind of funky.
Did you remember to clean your entire body?
Well, I tried, but there are so many body parts to remember.
That's why you need the shower list.
The shower list?
A helpful list of all your body parts that need to be cleaned.
It's just a little piece of paper.
Yes, but it's waterproof.
So I can take it in the shower. Let's see. I washed that, I washed those. Okay, yeah, I forgot my butt.
Use the shower list and never forget to wash your butt or any other part of your body ever again.
Thanks.
Don't thank me. Thank Shower List.
Thanks, Shower List. Now, could you get out of my shower?
Part of your body ever. I'm just passionate about the product.
Hello, I'm Phil Incatsty. Are you like me or hundreds of others across the country that suffer from a debilitating fear of microphones? You don't have to go alone. Come to the basement of St. Olaf's Church this Thursday at 5:30 for a support group unlike any other. Microphonophobics United, stand together! Because facing your fears is a must. Must. Which stands for Microphonophobics United, stand together! Get me out of here!
Attention, there are leftover french fries in the Jack Attack room. Leftover french fries.
We are on!
Cookie, we found your pants.
Well, hello! It's about time. Now, what should I do with this barrel?
I say one like a bee.
Does anyone know how to fix the copier? Also, I'm covered in blood.
Hey, checking microphone, test
If we could silence all chewing on set, we are picking up some slight chewing. It sounds like a bubble gum or a gummy candy.
It's on PC.
Silence
Nova.
all chewing, please.
Did anybody else?
Yeah, actually, it's on PS4. Yes, it is.
Because there's blood everywhere.
Okay, and can we get a silent trumpet fanfare for the King of Space? There are no sounds in space.
Are you moving? Do you need some strong guys to help you move? Are you emotionally cold or in need of a psychological breakthrough? Then call 3 strong guys. Emotional movers.
Could you be careful with the bookcase? It's an antique.
No problem. Hey, are you okay?
I just got promoted, and all my dad said was, guess you're not so dumb after all.
Sometimes older men have a hard time expressing emotion, and they hide the love behind sarcasm and humor. Trust me, he's proud. Maybe you should give him a call.
I don't know.
I've already got him on the phone.
Son, is that you?
I love you, Dad.
I love you, son.
So give us a call and let us help you move. Also, it's okay to forgive yourself.
Don't you hate going to the movies by yourself? I mean, I do. We have so much in common. I mean, maybe you and I should sometime. I mean, I don't know. I mean, whatever. I guess there aren't any good movies showing right now anyway, so never mind. Forget I said anything. That was stupid.
This message paid for by people who think you and Tina should go out on a date sometime just to see how it goes.
That's so embarrassing. I did not put them up to that.
Also paid for by Tina.
I'm sorry, but these wrong answer of the game sponsors, these can't be real, yeah?
Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson, and anybody know how long you have to cook a chupacabra? You know, if the 4 of you get real close, it's like Mount Rushmore. There are your screws to get you started. You can force another player to answer immediately by hitting your screw button. If they miss it, you win extra bonus dollars.
What are you talking about?
And today's wrong answer of the game is being brought to you by
Teen Sasquatch, a new drama on the Angst Network. He's mysterious, he's elusive, and he drives the girls wild. Like him. Mondays at 8.
Sniff out our sponsor's wrong answer of the game, and you'll end up with a great prize and serious cash. All right, let's get this party started. To get started, not so smart Alec. What is Alec Baldwin most likely to scream at a dude with a camera who works as part of the paparazzi? F*** you fucking paparazza! I'll f*** you in the ass, evil paparazzo! Get f***ed with the paparazzi! Or I'll break your fucking camera with my paparazzas! Player 4, time's running out. Player 3, can't do anything right, can you? Player 1, this is so fucking wrong. Player 2. The singular term for paparazzi is paparazzo.
Yes.
And as a rule, paparazzi are borderline vile, but you still shouldn't f*** them in the f***ing... That's just sinking to their level. Try this on for size. Drake a leg. Oh my god, for a second there I thought I saw my ventriloquist dummy Billy O'Brien again. I've been having visions of him just showing up at the most inopportune times. Ah!
One's made of skin, one's made of wood, so who's the dummy?
Not me.
It really is you.
It's always me, you dunny.
I was hoping you were just a mirage.
A mirage that we're not in a desert. Oh, speaking of which, where would you be if you saw me as a mirage in the Gobi Desert? Pakistan, Mongolia, Peru, or Mexico?
Watch the time.
Whoa! Oh, that was nice.
Player 4. Nuh-uh. Player 1. Yes, the Gobi Desert is in China and Mongolia. Just don't sneak up on me anymore, Billy.
Okay, no trottling. Someday I'm gonna murder you.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Nothing, I didn't say anything.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
Take a good look at shacking up. Where should a large shacko be worn on Shaq O'Neal? His extra large ears, his big feet, his large head, or his massive hands? Hello?
Yeah, I was about to say the ears. Over.
Players 1, 2, and 3. Shackos are a military-style hat with a large feather in the front, often worn by marching band leaders.
Yeah.
It would be the most ridiculous thing he's worn since Kazam. I call this one Russian ladies looking for young men. And stop the train, it's a dis or dat. Player 3, why don't you take this dis or dat since you need the most help? I am going to list off 7 things, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's something that happens to Anna Karenina in Tolstoy's classic novel Anna Karenina, or a Justin Timberlake song. If it's Anna Karenina, press the X button. If it's Justin Timberlake, press the B button. The rest of you ought to pay attention. Pick your answers before Player 3 does, because if Player 3 gets it wrong, everyone who gets it right will split that cash. Okay, we're off. Adultery. Childbirth. That performance was more depressing than the novel Anna Karenina.
Oh, hey Renee, how are you doing?
I keep meaning to reread Anna Karenina, but I've been waiting for a time when I really want to fall into a deep, deep depression. Coming up next, Woody or wouldn't he? What would it mean if Woody Allen were an alleged pedorthist? He's been accused. Oh, Player 3, who's getting the screw job? If you're gonna threaten to screw someone, you gotta act on it. Can we continue now? Player 2. Ah, crap. Players 1 and 4. A podorthist is a doctor or healthcare professional who focuses on feet, especially shoes and inserts that can help with pain relief. And look, I'm not saying he's a shoe doctor, and I'm not saying he's not a shoe doctor, but the one thing we can all agree on is that The Curse of the Jade Scorpion was a terrible movie. We've finished round 1, and player 1 is winning. Think that might change soon? Remember, I'm doubling the value of each question in round 2. And don't be afraid to use those screws. You're being too nice. Take a stab at Pup All Night.
What's this?
Considering their lifespans, which dog from the first Puppy Bowl would be the least likely to be alive to watch Puppy Bowl 11? That adorable. You got a player 4. Pick someone to screw. You can't just leave your screw hanging out in the breeze like that. Okay, can we try this again, please? Player 2. Player 3.
Oh.
That was quality. Player 1. As a general rule, the bigger the dog, the shorter the lifespan. So the Great Dane with a life expectancy of about 7 years is, probably not going to make it. Oh, we're going to get some angry posts on our Facebook page about this question, I can tell. But it's not my fault we live in a world where horrible things happen.
Question 7. Get up and shake your funky bang.
Say hello to... Beautiful millionaires are just so relatable. Say the incredibly down-to-earth Jennifer Lawrence decides to go skydiving. If on her way down to Earth she reaches terminal velocity, what down-to-earth thing might you hear her say? Player 2, who's gonna get that screw? Oh, you're screwed, player 1. You got 5 seconds. Uh-oh, that's not good. Player 2, way to screw, baby. Why not pick up a few more bucks? Players 2 and 4. No, but how adorable would it be if she said that? Player 3. A falling object or adorable movie star that has reached its terminal velocity will not speed up anymore on its descent before hitting the ground. It's falling as fast as it can. But even if she fell to her death, I bet Jennifer Lawrence would leave the most adorable crater.
You know, I was just joking, alright? I was just being funny, alright?
Here we have Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein.
You don't have to get a laugh out of people.
Closely associated with Miranda and Ariel. Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus. Watch your time. Players 2 and 3? No. Players 1 and 4? Oh, honestly.
Hey, we're all
Miranda and Ariel are 2 of the larger moons of Uranus. And you can't have moons without Uranus. Hey, we were supposed to have a tuba there to accentuate the butt joke. Where's the tuba guy?
He was in a car accident on the way over, Cookie. He's dead.
Hey, trombone guy made it! And on its way, ay caramba! I'm a cold-blooded killer. Say Bart Simpson decides to start going around attacking authority figures with his slingshot. If it turns out like the story of David and Goliath, what might happen? Principal Skinner will die after getting shot in the forehead. Chief Wiggum will die after getting shot in the gut. Mayor Quimby will die after getting shot in the heart. Or Homer Simpson will run away after getting shot in the groin. Watch the clock. Player 3. Since when is Homer Simpson considered an authority figure? Players 1, 2, and 4. David slays Goliath after slinging a stone into the middle of the giant's forehead. So that's how Principal Skinner might meet his untimely demise as well. But it really wouldn't be that much of a loss. Springfield is literally crawling with people who sound exactly like him. Up next, I'm gonna need 2 oceans of calamine lotion stat. If the 80s hairband Poison were like poison ivy, what part of them would give people a rash? The fumes from their hairspray, the oil in their makeup, the silk on their rockin' clothes, or the ink in their tattoos? Time's running out. Player 2? No, those just cause people to pass out. Players 1 and 4? Coming in contact with the oil on a poison ivy plant is what causes the skin to break out in a rash. So if the band Poison were similar, it would probably be best not to touch their oily makeup. In fact, it's probably best not to touch any part of the band Poison. You have no idea where they've been for the past 25 years.
Uh-oh, here we go. Here we go, Butterman time.
Welcome to the attack. Oh, I'll just shut my mouth then. Here's your clue. Climb time. What did these guys climb? Good luck.
Yes! Yes! The water sprout. Water sprout, come on. Water sprout. Yes. Hair, come on, hair. Yes. Come on.
Player 1 with the win! Player 1, that win was just okay. Just kind of decent. You're the pinnacle of mediocrity. You're a bastion of averageness. You
You did good. You did good. You did good, you know. Oh, come on.
Hey, Jerry, doing a little yard work?
Oh, yeah. Just got some new garden gnomes.
That was good. Oh, that was fun. Alright. Have a good night, Gino. Well, I think I'm gonna end the stream now. That was fun. Have a good night, everybody.